Schneider and Kikuchi are bolstering a red-hot Blue Jays lineup. Hey everyone, welcome into another edition of Long Ball. Rob Wong, joined alongside by Toronto Sun Blue Jays writer Rob Longley. And Rob, it's been a pretty exciting last week or so for Blue Jays fans, and Davis Schneider as well, as he dominated the Red Sox. And of course, Yusei Kikuchi continues to cruise. We will start with Schneider, Rob, and he seemingly has played himself into a regular role with this Jays team with what he's done at the plate. When Bo Bichette is ready to return, should he stick with the big club?
It'll be interesting to see, Rob, and I suspect it'll be performance-based more than anything else. But what a story he's been. What a story he was, like, not just for the Blue Jays, but for all of baseball. A team that really needed a bit of a spark after a scuffling series against Baltimore here last week where they lost 3 of 4, going to Boston. And then, it's the dream come true story. The guy hits a home run in his first at-bat and doesn't stop hitting for the entire series. And I think it really sparked that team to threat that series against the Red Sox and gave them a little bit of momentum heading into Cleveland. Now, what happens with him when Bo Bichette comes back? It'll be interesting to see. Obviously, if he continues to hit, he doesn't go anywhere because you can't afford to take a guy like that out of the lineup. He's cooled down a little bit in Cleveland, like all the Jays hitters have. And I guess the one thing is I could see him going up and down if he does cool off a little bit because he has options, right? Paul DeJong, the guy they got at the trade deadline, they're more than likely to keep him around as more of a bench guy once Bo Bichette becomes back. But when the Jays are looking at a guy that if they have room on the roster for a bench guy, Davis Schneider is the perfect candidate for it. And as I said, what a story and what a spark for the team. He looks like a pure hitter, right? I mean, he can hit the ball to all parts of the field. He can hit for power despite his size, and he's a guy that's proven that he's worth a longer look and some playing time.
Yeah, it's been the perfect jump start to this team at the midway point of the year. Meanwhile, Yusei Kikuchi has been awesome in his last 4 starts, Rob, pitching to an ERA just above 1. The Blue Jays going with the 6-man rotation right now, but when the time comes to shorten it, should Kikuchi still be one of the 5?
I don't know how he can't be, Rob. Like, who replaces him right now? Now, of course, that depends on whether he can continue pitching the way that he has. But as you alluded to, since the All-Star break, he's been the best pitcher, not just on the Blue Jays rotation, but in all of baseball. He's got a 1.24 ERA since the All-Star break. And, he's actually starting to get some trust of the coaching staff of being able to pitch into the 5th and 6th and even in the 7th inning. He seems to be getting stronger as the season goes along. He's confident. I mean, he's a far cry from the pitcher that we saw this time a year ago, where he was basically shattered and relegated to a long man out of the bullpen. It'll be interesting to see how it unfolds because obviously this team's not going to stick with a 6-man rotation all the way down the stretch. So does it become a 3-man competition for 2 spots? Is it Yusei Kikuchi, Hyunjin Ryu, and Alek Manoah to decide who takes the 4th and 5th spots in the rotation? If that's the case, right now, as we talk today, Yusei Kikuchi is the clear front runner for that. So, just like Schneider, what a story he's been for the Blue Jays this season, and what a pleasant surprise.
Always good to have options for manager John Schneider, and he definitely has that right now. As always, let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. For Rob Longley, I'm Rob Wong. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk to you next time on another edition of Long Ball.